Flip out, what's going on? Hopefully this mic isn't totally loud. What's going on, everybody? Sorry, hitting cameras. Just getting set up. Kids are sick tonight, so it's been a fun night. Alright, let me turn this down. Hold on. Is that any better? Help me out. I plugged in the mic after I started XSplit, which I think is going to be... I saw it jumping on the meter, so... Is that better, Jim Johnny P? I'll take it down to there. I think that's kind of where it usually is. I don't know if it's topping out or not. Let me know. Hopefully that's better. Alright, we'll try that. If it's too loud, let me know. Did I unplug this? I hope so. Derp. Oh yeah, it's unplugged. Hold on. Hey, flip out. Sorry if I'm super loud. I plugged in the mic after the fact, so... I think I hit my power strip. Yeah. Yeah, I saw Jim Johnny P. It looked like it was going all the way up. I've never had that happen. I've never plugged it in. There we go. Jeez. Scared me for a second. Alright, so I'm waiting on a bunch of parts right now. I ended up getting translucent rubbers. And I just got actually the ship notification from Pinball Life today, and I had to get some other stuff from Marco's Specialties. That's coming in too as well. We're getting the bracket for the target, so I do know we have a few different things to do yet. So I figured we'd try to figure out what the heck is what we're going to do. So I did order a new target for this stand-up. This one's got this metal's not reinforced enough. So what happens with this one is it'll bend back. So I just got a new one. Why not? Because we got the other two that are new, which are over here. So we do need to solder those. I don't know if I want to dink with that tonight. I'm trying to think what else. You know, I think for the most part, besides cleaning this out, I think we've got most everything from here. But we haven't done anything with the lower play or the upper play field yet, so I think I might actually chip away at that for a little bit. Sorry, I don't have a clue what the heck I'm doing. I did go through and this got ran through the tumbler. I know we did take this apart last time and flip out. I know you were asking about you know, running continuity test here. I don't know if you got yours fixed at all, but you can continuity test the tilt bob. If you look at this, sorry, yikes, compared to where we were before. Let me get you some light. Looks a lot better than what it did. So that is cleaned up, which is looking good now. I'm still waiting on the ramps. I haven't heard anything back yet. So we're kind of at a impasse, so to speak. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to... Hi, everybody. Alright, so we've got the back box fixed as far as a wiring standpoint. And we've got the target disassembled. I did order a new bracket. This is the bracket that was welded once before. And if you can see, so I'm waiting on this from Marco right now. This is where it was welded. It would probably work, but the problem is when this is in the bracket, and I don't know what I do with the bracket itself, somewhere in my mess, this is going to have a little bit more play in it than usual. Probably not a big deal, but still not, I guess, what we want. So I did order the new bracket. Well, here's the bracket here. So, you know, it pivots, you know, on this. So that assembly. So this we will save for next time. This was all ultrasonic. Coil stop looks okay for the target. So we did glue the light, which is good. I'm gonna lower this down. Sorry, guys. Move this out of the way. Pinball life, what's going on? Yeah, we've made quite a bit of progress so far, but now we're kind of at a little bit of a holding pattern, so we're going to go through and just make sure this is ready to be assembled. There are some parts on here that we can assemble, and I didn't change the lights. Looks like a wire is off the opto here, so we'll get that back on. Just kind of go through this a little bit. So lower that back down. Not much, sir, not much. I was hoping to get started a little earlier, but kids were sick tonight, so I was dealing with that, and son didn't want to go to bed, and all sorts of fun. There, let's lower this down. Pull some light for this. Moving stuff everywhere. Stream earlier in the day now. All right. All right, so we're gonna pull all the lights out of here. So we have all these different lights, and from what I remember, everything worked as far as the insert. So we're just gonna go ahead and put the LEDs in. We can plug in and test these as needed. Yeah, whenever you have energy. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, tonight was a little rough just because we had so much going on here. And, it's my son's birthday party this weekend and stuff, so I was trying to get some stuff done. And So I was kind of running around with my head cut off for a little bit there. Stash Kid said he was going to be on for a little bit, and we try to kind of tag team on Wednesdays, so I told him that, hey man, jump on for a little bit. He wasn't going to jump on at all. I told him I'd join in later, so. Alright, so we're just going to kind of do a once over just as far as, everything worked as far as targets on this, from what I recall, but we do have an opto wire pulled off now, so we'll fix that. And we'll get these lights replaced, so let's focus on that. Yeah, Pinball Life, we'll be moving over to my Adams family. I have a VOD of the new playfield. I did get it back from Clearcoat. The IPB playfield that I got. So if you're interested, you can definitely check that out. There's a highlight of it, like a 5-minute walkthrough of it, if you're interested. Of course, that's not plugged in. So disorganized. I usually have all this stuff ready to go, but not tonight. Yeah, it's kind of... Hey, Stash Kid, thanks for the host. Welcome everybody from Stash Kid's channel. So right now we're just gonna be soldering this opto back on. Okay, Paulson, what's going on? Thanks for the host. Thanks everybody for coming in. Oh my god, yeah. And we're working on everything tonight. Sorry my mic's loud too. I plugged it in after I started the stream, so hopefully it's not too bad here. Late starts got me all effed up, man. So, one thing I noticed when I was this was sitting in a box, rumbling around, and I noticed that the opto switch was pulled off, so we're going to wire this back on. Get that back on, so I'm gonna push this way. And we got LEDs that we're gonna put in up here too as well. Water Polo, what's going on? Don't touch the door. Hey. Oh, inside of the battlefield? Yeah, I'll go over here with you in a second. It's actually pretty simple. And the way that they made the battlefield to get at this from an operator standpoint is phenomenal. Honestly, this is probably one of the easier machines that I've shopped. And that's going against like Demolition Man or Judge Dredd, which are just complete pains in the butts from that standpoint. So, got all sorts of stuff everywhere. So yeah, this weekend I was going to think about streaming, but I was kind of running around, my head cut off. I ended up waxing 4 or 5 of my playfields. Kind of like a main wipe down and wax of the games. Just mainly the main areas and just kind of quickly trying to get it done because we have that party this weekend and a lot of people are going to come play. And then I noticed, I had my Grand Lizard on for a while, and I noticed the last time we had a party, and I kind of just turned the games on and then shut them off. So it's not like I'm on them a lot. Just kind of by themselves, I guess. Not for extended period of times where the games are on. This wire is kind of tight here. They're not being able to see this. Okay. So all we do is we resoldered that. Sorry. The tab. Your sting is less F than my shadow. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely is. Did you figure anything else, Deacon? Out? Water polo, the diverter's not, I mean, they're a pain to adjust, but they're not too bad, to be honest. I've had to adjust mine. Essentially, it's a set screw and a coil. I can show it to you here in a second. Yeah, so with this, as far as the underside, I mean, here's a motor. Then obviously it goes back and forth for the I guess flipper or pusher, so to speak. It runs on, you know, 2 rails here. There's 1 coil obviously to fire the pusher. Let me bring this down a little bit so you can kind of see. So, you know, this just obviously comes back in from the coil. So this coil kind of runs on the slide mechanism here. Runs on a metal gear. I think they were originally plastic. And other than that, there's a couple optos here. Tells obviously where this is on either side to tell it to stop. And then you have some light boards, 2 of them in fact, on either side, and this is just for the inserts. You have a flasher light here. You have some 47 bulbs or 44 bulbs back for these back 2. These are the 555s, the ones that twist in. And then you have a coil here for the targets. And this is just a up. There is no release on this one like we saw with the other ones. So the coil is here, and just a standard 4 bank. There's optos here telling you if it's up or down. These all worked. So I mean, it's a pretty simple mechanism all in all. And then here's the top side of the battlefield, and obviously these are all just stand-ups. These all worked in the game, and then your drops fire back down, and then the coil will fire back up to reset it. And you have to obviously break through, so this is going to keep, you know, resetting as you smash these down. And then once at the end, when you break them all down, you're able to go past, and then this has got a little ramp, and it just drops right back down, and there's a switch there. So that's Strike. Thanks for the follow. Just got done streaming a match with my mic muted for about an hour. Yeah, I had a mic issue 2 weeks ago, and I was talking to people, and I was out for about, I don't know, a good 15 minutes. Right, GM Johnny P? GM Johnny P was here and didn't say anything. It was pretty funny. The diverter stopped working for a while you were playing. I was catching up on chat here, guys. That sucks. Left diverter on the game I was looking at. Hopefully nothing's broken. It's just loose. Yeah, more than likely just loose. There's like a set screw on there that tends to drop out. Check ground against the plug, no shorts. Check ground against each header, no shorts there either. Swap the 10 339s. Still couldn't ground the die. Hold down. Didn't plug in switches that time. Huh. Hey, thanks, Dash Kid. Hype! Alright, cut off on chat. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I was kind of facing this way. Huh. Yeah, Deacon, I'm not 100% sure. I mean, check ground each plug, no shorts. Ground against header, no shorts there. Did you do it off the chip? Those are just gate chips, right? Alright, so as far as the battlefield goes, now that we got that opto fixed, I mean, we can put a couple random parts on here. I'm going to get the LEDs real quick and put them under here. I'm going to shut the soldering iron off. We're not going to need that for a couple minutes. I think the rest of these were all wired and fine. These 2 optos go up on top of the battlefield towards the top. Don't ask me, actually, Dirk could have just tested ground anyway. Yeah. Alright, let me grab these bulbs. Alright, see you in a minute, water polo. Alright, so we got some warm whites. We're going to put these in here. So, again, these are just 555s, and then we'll put these all in. I'll lower the camera down here. Stash kit, how was the stream? Normally I pull these when you guys are putting it, LEDs, and a lot of times you may have some that don't work. So what I normally do with, especially with the 555s, is I just pull a little bit of the wire out on either side of the leg. So it kind of looks like that. And then just put them in just so that they make good contact. Hey, CNK. Yeah, we never LED'd this, and I had the one wire disconnected, so it was kind of a late stream tonight. To kind of work on some other stuff, and Stash Kid was going to jump on and stream. If you guys aren't already, make sure you follow Stash Kid. So he was going to stream after he got his taxes done, right, buddy? And I told him, yeah, I'm going to be a little bit later anyway, so it worked great. So again, these are warm whites, and all I'm doing right now, I hope you can see, just pulling the leads out a little bit, and then inserting them in. You don't always need to do this, but it's, I guess, good practice. That one looks pretty good. Whoa, jeez. I know if SAS Trooper's in here. SAS Trooper, I fixed that red light. If you see it, it's in. It's glued. Texas screwed me, man. These are already pulled out. Alright, so those are ready to go in. The harder ones to get at here, if you can kind of see, are going to be these two in the back. Woof, what's going on? We're just kind of doing some Battlefield stuff quick. I'm going to pull that out and get to my... Gonna pull this plastic thing out. I don't know what the hell this is for, to be honest. Alright, so we got these here. So we're gonna put these 47s in. We'll just bend these tabs back. Stash of Poly Wednesday. I'd have to look, CNK. I'm actually not sure. I get them from Comet. I've experimented with a bunch, and I just really like his LEDs. I'm a fan. What are you going to do about the wear at the Sanctum shot? I think I'm going to leave it for a little bit. So I was kind of debating. I mean, it's going to really piss me off once I get the two ramps in there and look at that. But there is a little bit of paint that will be chipping away there. I mean, you can actually kind of see it a little bit already. So I think what I'm going to do is just leave it for now. And obviously I have the Adams playfield, and I need to do the restoration on that, and the game's down. And actually, guys, I just loaded up the cabinet tonight. We got the side rails off, and I brought it out to my truck. As you know, Spooky Pinball was moving shops, and I was going to bring the cabinet up there to have measured and everything else. So then I got it in my truck ready to go. I'm going to stop up there tomorrow after work and drop it off. Charlie will be more than thrilled. Filling up the shop with junk cabinets. Yeah, so the Sanctum wear, to kind of finish that up, obviously with the Adams family and that impending restore and having that game down, and then I have a Flight 2000 that is just completely tore apart in a bazillion pieces. I decided that before I take another game apart fully, because you know, it's one thing to tear apart the top side, but now taking everything off the bottom side and having another game down for an extended period of time, because I was going to do a touch-up and then Mylar over it, and I still might. I'm kind of hesitant though, because I want to get it cleared, and really the whole playfield needs clear. there's just a lot of spots in there that I would like to add another layer of clear, especially after seeing the Addams Family after it was done. So. Make sure that works. My last game, it was busted and it made mine sad. Made you sad, sorry. Most full of bulbs, they look like automotive 194s. These are 555s, and then these are 47s or 44s. There's another one here. I'm not sure where the hell this guy goes. There's an extra one I had. Yeah, that's everything. We got the flasher there, and I hate LED flashers. I'm not sure. You know, the one thing I didn't do, guys, I did not clean the inserts. How bad they look. Do we want to half-ass this, or do we want to do it right? I think we want to do it right. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull the wire, and I'm going to pull the board. What I mean by cleaning the inserts is the inserts get dirty after a while, especially with Max being this close, so I'm just going to pull this. Because we did this to the other ones. So I take down the pin again for the future for the clear. Yeah, I'm going to have to take the whole thing apart, which is kind of backwards, I know. But I just decided, you know, really to do everything the right way. And I guess for future protection, because I know this game's going to be in my family for a while, because my brother likes it, my cousin likes it. I just really thought I can take it down now and leave it down for a while and have one less game to play. Or I can get the ramps done and kind of chip away at it, and I forgot to send one of the guides off, which is really, really dumb. It's not a guide. So you know how I send off all the parts to get brass plated? See this right here? That was originally brass. Lasso, what's going on? And I totally forgot to send that off. So I feel like a complete moron. So yeah, awesome. Not. Alright, let me grab. So for inserts, I use Windex. And obviously be careful because you're dealing right next to wood, so less is more. And normally I just grab one of these little fancy storage things. I just pull screws over there, so I just kind of shoot that with some Windex in there. Yeah, Novus 1 works too. Don't use alcohol on this. The problem with alcohol is it will actually kind of cloud the inserts. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking Windex on the Q-tip and then starting to clean it. You can see how dirty it is already. So, good call, guys. Good call. Yeah, man, I use Windex and everything. Sponsored by Windex. Pauly B. So we're just going through each of these inserts and just kind of cleaning them up. Try to get you a good view. And these kind of have like a, I don't know how to explain it, but kind of like a prism type pattern on the back. Kind of like a jeweled inserts. So, and you can see this flasher, it's kind of dirty. So, you can just see how dirty it is. More Q-tips? Oh yeah, I've got a bunch, right? Okay. Yeah, see, I bought the cheap kind from Hy-Vee. Cotton swabs. So here I sprung for the, now sponsored by Windex. Went for the real Windex stuff, but then went cheap on the cotton swabs. Didn't go with the Q-tip brand. You know, I've never had issues with ammonia. What I have tried and failed miserably at, and I got kind of teed off about, I've used alcohol, like the isopropyl alcohol, and what I found is it clouds the inserts, because I was really concerned when I first started is to actually work at, you know, getting the wood wet and having it do all sorts of nasty things to it. And, you know, I don't know if this is actually the right way, but it's the way that I've done it for quite some time with this. And this keeps the inserts looking really, really clean. There's not a lot needed. I just put it on the Q-tip itself, so. Normally I go over it with it dry and then go back over it with it wet if I'm not getting rid of this stuff. A lot of times a vacuum will take out a lot too as well, so I use like a bristle brush vacuum. I don't have it out here now, but I take my shop vac and I'll go through it. So here's the dirt. Yeah, I don't use Windex anywhere else but the inserts are on glass. That's the only places I ever use it. Never use it on plastics or any of that type of stuff, so. Alright, so I'm just going to hit this, kind of hard to show on the screen here with this motor in the way, but I'm just going to hit the larger insert here. So Stashka, what was your score on, your high score tonight on Flintstones? Did you set any? Was this interesting as F to you? Nice. Time for me to take on my wife's Windex. Thanks for the tips. Yeah, don't use it anywhere else, but on inserts, like isopropyl alcohol, I have had bad luck with this. I use this obviously for a lot of other general cleaning, but on inserts, it kind of leaves that white haze, and if you ever use that on a play field, it will happen. So typically, the way I do this, and especially on the larger play fields, and I did it in one of the streams, is I take a shop vac, and I have just a standard shop vac, and I have those small inserts for it. Let me, I've got it actually here. It's called a micro cleaning kit. I'm kicking my mic and everything here. But I just grab like this micro cleaning kit from Shop Vac, and this is like my favorite brush. You can see this one's kind of wore out. Not really wore out, but I use it a lot. And this is perfect. It gets right in the insert, so I just kind of come in here and have my Shop Vac, and this will help take away. Obviously, the less abrasive you can be with any of this, the better off you are. I guess that's kind of my methodology on it, and kind of the ways that I was taught. So normally what I'll do is I'll go through and I'll vac out all these inserts, and this will take a lot of the dirt away. And then I normally go through with a Q-tip, and I kind of skip, typically going with dry, and I'll go directly to wet. And then I kind of just go through the insert, and I dry them out then with a Q-tip. So I use one side to wet, and I just put the Windex in just like a little container, which is probably dumb, but just what I do. And I just dip it in, and then I go right to the insert. The goal is to keep it on the insert, away from the wood, because all this is a piece of essentially jeweled plastic and then glued right into the playfield to hold it. I don't know if you've seen inserts out. I actually have a package here. Somewhere. You don't want to talk about it, huh, Stash Kid? Have you ever tried 99% instead of the mix? I normally use 91. I've never gone 99. I've never really seen 99 available. I'm trying to get it somewhere. Fiber optic lighting, you can do crazy effects with fiber optics. So here's inserts. This is actually from Flight 2000. You can see these aren't like cleaned out yet or anything. But you know, like here's like Apollo 2. So all they are is they're glued on the edge. And you can actually, you know, take these out. And all it is I mean, it's kind of thin. And some of these are concaved, so I need to fix these. And then we'll add more clear and make sure these are all touched up. But you can just kind of see, this is all from a Flight 2000 Go. The arrows. So my Flight 2000 has all the inserts out. This is all the inserts. I made a giant mess, guys. I think I got 500 million score. Nice. Oh, just having some fun waiting for me. Alright, so let's get back to this. Yeah, just wait till we get to the Addams Family. That's when it's going to get real interesting, and that's going to be a mess. So, I don't know if you guys heard me earlier. I've actually got the cabinet in my truck. So it's going to Spooky tomorrow. I'm going to go there after work. And not in a hurry to get it back. So we'll see. But that'll be nice to have that back and over there and getting the cabinet made. And we've got the playfield already, so we can actually start assembly pretty soon here. So I just took the light board and I'm just kind of getting rid of some of this dirt and stuff. There's not a lot on there. Well, I guess there is more than I thought. More Q-tips. Less dirt, the better. Alright. Yeah, so I don't know if I said anything to any of you. I was working this weekend and I was working on my Grand Lizard. And I was waxing a bunch of playfields and I had the games on. I think I was starting the story, but then I got distracted. So I turned my Grand Lizard on and I've noticed it before when like Deacon Blues is here, has been here. It kind of was making a kind of a burnt kind of smell. And it almost smelled like electrical, like almost like a coil was sticking. And you know, I went through and I smelled it again. And the game wasn't on for very long. It was maybe on for a couple minutes. Dad Strike, thanks for stopping by. Keep checking back. Glad to have you watching. Appreciate it. Thanks for the follow. Again, much appreciated, sir. So we got all those inserts clean. The center one's good. Let me grab this. So anyway, I noticed that it was kind of smelling in my basement again, and it was kind of driving me nuts. And I didn't smell it really from the front of the machine. I smelled it more towards the back. So like when I walked back to the shadow here, I noticed a lot of just a slight burning smell. And again, the game wasn't on for very long, so it got me a little concerned. You know, especially having some people over this weekend, and for a while there, it was really hard to narrow down what game it was, but it was Grand Lizard. So I went through, you know, the playfield and everything was working. All the coils were reacting, so I'm like, okay, maybe it's, you know, a coil stop, not coil stop, a coil sleeve or something along those lines, and it's starting to melt. Let's, you know, take a look. I didn't notice anything on the other side of the playfield. I had it up for a while and I was goofing around with it. So I'm like, well, maybe it's something in the back box. And you know, I thought maybe like the coin door, they have like release coils. I don't know if this game has it. Typically they do it. It's a coin lockout. No, this game doesn't have it. So anyway, it's like a little coil. EMs used to have it. It's actually like one of these. And all it does is it pulls a piece of metal, and what it does is it stops the coins from being dropped in the machine when the game is off. Or, you know, obviously if there's an issue, it'll stop coins from being dropped in the machine. It's kind of a cool little feature. So a lot of times those coils are bad and will burn out. So I was thinking that, okay, that's got to be it, right? Nope, that wasn't it. Those were all working. There's two of them on the door. So, kind of going through troubleshooting, I'm like, okay, well maybe it's a you know, the knocker coil or something, because that's something that's not used, and there is like a chime in there too as well. So went through those seem to be fine. I was checking, you know, just to see if the coils were bad, the ohm readings off the coils, everything was fine. So I opened up the back box and I noticed on the power board, what it had is it had some lamp cord. So like cord from like just a lamp or something you'd buy at like a hardware store, right? And it had that cord running directly to the board, and it was soldered there, and then it was wire nutted to a connector, which was really weird. So, kind of confused at that. So I actually ended up fixing the board, pulled the lamp cord off, and the wire nut that was screwed onto the lamp cord was melted, and I think I threw it away already. I should have kept it, but it was melted, the wire nut, and like, you know how it's got like that little metal spiral of wire that holds the wires tight. That was like charred black, so that's what it was starting to melt. So pretty wild. And it was actually, I found that the polarity was inverted too as well. So oh, sweet loss. Oh, that's awesome. Definitely a keeper then. Scribble, what's going on, man? Waterfall 12, thanks again for stopping by. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I got the problem fixed, and I had it on, and I don't smell it anymore, and I've checked it over a couple times, so we'll see how it does this weekend. But good problem to, I guess, have fixed, obviously, instead of burning a wire nut. IC fuse resistors. I can grab my stuff. I'd say fairly organized, but the problem is I'll go and buy parts, and then I don't necessarily always put them in right away, so I have like bags and bags and bags of stuff. You know, one thing, so like IC connectors, I bought the kit from Terry just because I was buying, you know, like I'll buy the 40 pins from like Great Plains, or I go to like Jamco or DigiKey, but I bought like, sorry, getting a lot of glare, but I bought this kit, and this is, Terry sells this, and there's typically, I think, like 3 connectors in each one. And I noticed, obviously when we did the GI connector, I didn't have any 10 pins left, or 11 pins. I had the male headers, but I didn't have any of the female connectors. So what I did is, these are just 156 IDC. So I actually ordered some more. I went through and I inventoried everything and made sure what I was missing and what I needed. So I went through and just repurchased everything, because I like this little kit, especially as a travel kit if I'm going to somebody's house to fix stuff. I really like this kit, and I have other ones as well in my other kit, and then just another random kit that I have. I use this for traveling, but I throw in some random rubbers and just stuff that I guess to kind of fix. Stay single. I'm gonna kill this light. I think it's adding too much glare right now. There we go. So I just throw some random size rubbers. Got these are flipper adjustment tools. Hey, thanks for the follow, Capslock 42. Thanks. Another IDC punch tool, just in case I didn't grab my IDC kit. This fuse should be somewhere else. A thing of sandpaper just to help clean any switches and stuff like that. JB quick weld if needed. Toothpicks, great for fixing like holes and stuff. Q-tips. These little things that my kids get when they're sick from Walgreens are really cool for like isopropyl alcohol or something like that. Use that. I have a pick in here. This other side is coming loose. Oh no! Let's see what else I got in here. Going through Polybee's kit now. Yeah, James Johnny P was such a mess. So I keep like Barista. Here's, well, maybe this is where some of the other connectors. No, these are different ones. So these you actually have to put the pins in. I brought these to my cousin's house to help them fix a thing. So you have headers and then IDCs, and then it needs the separate pins with a crimp tool. So I just throw those in Ziploc bags. Random. I'm gonna dump this everywhere. Jesus. Alright, let's see. Ah, Windex! Hang on, boys, hang on. Alright. Black zip ties. I like those, so I throw those in a bag. This kind of fancy detailing brush. Pretty sweet. yeah, I still had the fun. Toothbrush, great for brushing teeth and also cleaning hard to reach areas. These are great switch adjustment tools. You can get these from Terry at Pinball Life. Help a ton. Don't try to do them by hand. Actually use the tool. I have broken quite a few of these, but Weston weekend card. I use this just for random stuff, or like placement under flippers to help adjust. Or I put paper around them and then I'll like clean switches and stuff. A pen, quick wood. Hey guys, quick wood. This stuff is awesome for synthetic grease. Don't use this really anywhere in the pinball machine except for spinners. Greasing spinners is great. Not really for certain pins. This is a light bulb puller I made, so I just took an old leg bolt, took some plastic tubing, zip ties, and then left a little bit out. So what will happen is if I have a bulb that's in a hard to reach place on the playfield, I can put it in there and then twist it. This will grip it, and then pull the bulb out. So kind of a neat little stupid thing I made. Nice ass stripper. I'll give you some quick wood. Loctite. These are like a, what is this? Really thin screwdriver from like Craftsman. I use this for board work, believe it or not. So like for through holes. You know, a lot of times if I don't have my desoldering iron, what I'll do is I'll heat it and then I'll just kind of punch this through, and this will keep all the through hole copper intact. So I'm just kind of cleaning out the hole. It's kind of use this as like a pick, kind of stupid, but it works really well. Sharpie, like I said, like a pick, just help clean some different random stuff. And what the hell is this? Oh, compound for chips. I use this for bridge rectifiers a lot, for like headers and alligator clips. Normally I have more in here, some rivets, rivet key, diodes, extra bulbs. So all this stuff goes back in here. A random assortment of T-nuts, lock nuts, regular nuts, all random sizes just in case it's missing. Coil sleeve. And then I have like a cutter that I can cut these down to size, so there's other sizes obviously from different machines. So I just have like a pipe cutter that cuts these diodes, capacitors, transistors, some random fuses of different sizes, and then I throw some of the different, just some random sockets and stuff, tools I don't carry in my normal one. So that's kind of this one kit. This always goes with me typically in my bag. I use this even out here, now that I made that a mess. And then I just get one of these from get you spin it out here again. Hang on. So this is just like a Husky tool bag. And normally I just do like the magnetic screwdrivers, the Klein tool ones, which are really nice, or nut drivers. So I use these quite a bit. And then I normally do like my Phillips and straight blade in there, small socket, my meter, I throw in here, drill bits. This guy is sweet. My brother got me this, Deacon Blues. It's a portable soldering iron, butane, kind of sharp. Comes in handy. You just gotta be careful because it has an exhaust port. And if you're not careful, I've almost burnt a wire, even though you warned me. I carry a like Craftsman 10-piece socket in here. A packing peanut. Don't ask me how that got in there. I keep one of these stupid like warning flashlights as a wind-up, just for, you know, I use my phone, but it's you know, LED flashlight, so we can all look super cool when working on pins. LED head light, so I'm gonna keep that in there. Normally I throw my soldering iron and stuff in here. Then I keep an assortment of of small screwdrivers. Just a boatload of those in here, never enough. Like a forceps thing, great for multiple wires or holding something in place. Apparently I bought some #1 Phillips head bits at some point and threw them in here, and #2s. Apparently I was running out. Then I carry 2 of these with me. It goes from 10 to 20 and then 14 to 26. Then I keep my crimpers. This is the Walden one. This is for the hemostat. Yeah, whatever. Thanks. Keep one of these in there. And then assortment of really old hex key sets. Can never have enough, I guess. And then the front pouch I keep, like this thing has like pockets and stuff everywhere. I carry this to shows and everything too as well. I always keep one of these in here because I can never find them when I need them. This is the service cord for a lot of the Williams files, random files. My little glass of Windex, gotta have it. Level. Here's the cutter for the coil sleeves. What else do I have in here? An IC chip puller. 20 spring leak during surgery. Yeah, right? Yeah, a little squirt bottle of Windex. I got that from my brother. He had it in his. I'm like, can I borrow your Windex? And he kept yelling at me. A tape measure. More hex keys. Security bit set. This came in handy. I had to use it for Adam's family. For the topper. See all the different security bits. One of these things for my drill. Nice to help pull stuff off. Flux. Another pen. A key. And I don't know what the hell that's for. Something from a pinball machine. What the fuck is that for? Maybe not for a pinball machine. I don't remember what that's for. Someone was working on it. Then I keep like all my pliers and needle nose and stuff like that. All my nut drivers on there on the side. Crescent. This brush I clean for like light sockets and stuff. Works really well. So yeah, this little bag is pretty sweet though. It all encloses up. You know, I have tools on the outside. Kind of more of the non-valuable stuff on the outside. Not that I lock this thing anyway. And then it's got one of these cool things. So if I want to, I can just kind of wheel it around. It's got wheels on it. Yeah, so that's kind of the toolkit. I know I throw my drill in here and some other random parts, so kind of stuff as I have everywhere on the here. Yeah, so there's the tour of the toolkit. Let's get back to cleaning some inserts, right? All right. Yeah, and then normally stuff like lays out on my table here until I clean it, and it's just random crap everywhere, which is pretty awesome. It took me a while to figure out actually what I really needed and what I didn't need. You know, I definitely don't want a lot of clutter. Alright, so we're going to clean these other 4 inserts, and we should be wrapped up with this, and we'll get the light boards back in here and good to go. Yeah, so I'm hoping, I said those metal ramps to be plated, and I haven't heard anything. I'm really hoping, although the temperature has dropped, and he told me it was a temperature concern as well. I think he's in Tennessee, so we'll see. Hopefully I hear something soon. Pinball Life parts should be here maybe by Friday. If not, it'll be Saturday, the latest Monday. So definitely next stream we'll have some time to work on this. I did order all the translucent rubbers, so we can start putting plastics together and getting some of that stuff ready to go. So when the ramps do come in, we can start assembly. We'll have some other random bits to put back in. We need to vacuum up the cabinet and stuff too as well. But alright, almost done with these. Alright, on the last one, and we have these 200, the 44s or 47 bulbs we'll need to clean out. You know, and while we're here, I'm wondering if we should just clean this drop target assembly too as well, since we're right here. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, the targets are a little dirty, but while we're here, we might as well, I guess. Because I'm definitely not going to want to do it after we get it back together. Why do I do this to myself? I just keep taking stuff apart. Do it. Yeah, I'm doing it. Because I'm stupid. Alright, light board. Yeah, so we're gonna pull it. Sonic Clean, right? Yeah, let's do it right. Sonic Clean still out, so we'll get Sonic out here and run this. Kind of surprised there's only 3 screws. I guess there's 4 holding this. Oh, come on, that coil doesn't come off. One quick connect. Ugh. Alright. God dang it. Yeah, absolutely. Alright. Car key, don't forget that, because I'll be looking for that. So one thing you guys have learned here is to learn how to take stuff apart. We'll have to see if we can get it back together again. So this coil didn't have like a quick disconnect on it or anything even remotely nearby. So we are going to, and obviously the less connectors the better. It's just another fail point. I'm just pulling the lock nuts out for the top holder here. Only to take the bottom one out for the coil stop. FX601. I have the 936. For like a solder station, and then I have the I can't remember what the hell the number is for the desoldering. Coil sleeve comes out relatively okay, and we'll replace that. Dirty, but came out okay. They come out really, really hard. They're starting to pull. I mean, the coil's gotten hot before and could be potentially bad. Alright, so there's the front part of the drop target assembly. Now that that's out, we'll take this back board off. Before we do that, I'm going to finish cleaning the insert so we at least have that done. Need more windows. Alright, so getting to the last inserts. Yeah, I just can't wait for the rest of this parts to come in. Really hoping that was ready for this weekend. And because now I've had the glass off the game and we cleaned the playfield and got it all cleaned and then waxed it, I feel like we're gonna have to do that again too, so kind of a crappy thing, leaving it like that. I should have put the glass back on, but wow, that guy was gross. Oh, cool. I'll have to look into it. C&K. Hey, you know what I just remembered? Were you still looking for that glass channel, the plastic glass channel stuff? Want me to look for that for you? You were asking about that, right? Thought you were. Alright. Well, the inserts are clean as far as the playfield goes. Looks pretty good. We'll have to just clean this up a little bit. There's going to be a lot of fingerprints and we're going to be handling a lot yet, so we'll just kind of leave this for now. We'll want to clean all the target faces as well before we get this put back in. So I'm just going to put this aside for now. I think everything's connected, everything's good. So I'm going to move this out of the way and we'll work on the drop target assembly quick. Did you find it yet, C&K? Alright. Yeah, I'll look for it. I'm actually going to need to buy some anyway, so when I'm ready to buy mine, I'll shoot you a Twitch message or something, because I'm going to need to order some when that cabinet comes in for Adam's family. Alright, so on this guy, let's try to remember how the heck we take this apart, because otherwise we'll have a mess. I'll have to pull out the manual again and not know what the hell I'm doing. Alright. So we got our lock nuts, screws. Alright, so then here it's just like those E-clips. So we're going to pull those off these, so. But I never remember until I pull off the glass. Yeah, absolutely, and then it's like, oh god, I hate this. So yeah, when I'm looking for mine, because I need to start putting a list together to order parts, I will send you the link. It's just a plastic glass channel. The problem is you're going to have to pull the side rails off. And when we pull the side rails off, unless you're super duper careful, you may kind of bend up. Like, I didn't really care when I was pulling the Adam's family one off. I was kind of just going to town on it. I'm sure if you're really careful you can pull it off with success, but I was just going to order new metal side rails too as well, so yeah, what a pain in the ass problem to have too, man. I'm telling you, I would not be happy. And again, it's only a problem until you gotta pull it off, right? But, alright. Come on. These E-clips tend to like to go flying. I'm gonna go real quick, because we are gonna ultrasonic clean. I'm gonna go run over, hi guys. I'm gonna run over there quick and turn the heater on. Alright, got that back in. Alright, so I turned the heater on. So the problem is I've had that sitting out for a while. Normally I put hot water in it right away. So it's usually ready to go when I do it, because I normally do a new mix. But we just did that last stream and I haven't used it since. And all of that is simple green, and it's almost 50-50, and then hot water. But now it's cold water or cooled off water. So what we'll do is, that actually has its own temperature control on it. So, Voof, what's going on? What a fancy workshop. Yeah, kind of not really my workshop, more of my main area, my basement. So, and then the pins are directly behind me. I just kind of like working out here. Normally this is because I have the TV out here, and I got my old CRT for my old video games and everything else, so super dorky. And then I got, you know, the arcades, Joust and Big Buck Hunter over in the corner, and then Tapper and theater seats. So, Vavoof, we just cleaned the playfield, cleaned all the inserts, and then I got down to the drop targets, and I was kind of looking at the back of them, and I'm like, well, maybe we should clean this too, and then got promptly prodded to do this. So yeah, I love Joust, man. I picked that up last year at MGC. I actually need to go through it, and I need to do the connector. The power cords are really flaky on it, so I'm gonna try to doing that before this weekend yet. And then I really need to go through the boards and do everything too as well. It's all original, so opto board, pretty simple. You obviously have an opto that's sending an emitter and a receiver, and these drop targets break the signal. So if you look at the drop targets, they have these little fins on them, shark fins, and all this does is it breaks the signal and it tells, okay, yeah, I went off. Okay, yep, I went off. Yep. You know what I mean? So it tells the position of where it's at. Really simple, to be honest. So this board obviously can have issues, but everything was working on here. The optos were good. We'll clean this board. Not really interested in everything in here. All the diodes and everything are good. So we're not gonna mess around with this too much. We're just gonna kind of clean the faces of the optos and get those cleaned out. So that was one thing we'll just kind of put over here. As far as the drop targets, you can just see that they're kind of grimy and dirty. So we'll do that, and then, you know, on this side when they're up, we'll clean them up. That was the crap, so I'm glad. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, CNK. Want me to do this? All right. You know, and the really crappy thing is these stupid metal things on here are just kind of gross looking, but I guess that's the back, and you're not gonna really see it besides the top. So we'll see maybe what a quick polish will do on that too as well. So, we got the E-clips pulled, and they had two washers on the top part. So for this, well, let's get you guys just a touch closer maybe, if I can get my camera in here. Try to bring it down. So we have E-clips on the bottom end and springs. We're going to pull the springs off, and we are going to throw those in the ultrasonic cleaner. You can see they're kind of dirty. So I'm just going to grab these guys, hoping not to send anything flying. Sorry if I'm off camera or kind of far away. Trying to be careful to don't launch these things. I've had them fly across the room and never find them again. I think I have a bunch of extras. Stash kid went quiet. Got the heavy alert going on. He's probably chilling Lethal Frag stream, not paying attention to me. Sad face. Would I have hated myself if I didn't do it? Yeah, probably. Yeah, because I mean, just look at this. It looks like, I mean, it's grimy. And look at the front of them. You know what I mean? Even if I were to try to clean these, I'm not gonna get everything down there. So we made the right call. We really did. All right, so pulling these clips down the bottom. Yeah, and I think somebody greased these, and you don't need to grease this. So, you know, I don't think the manual ever said greasing to keep that stuff away from machines. So, kind of surprised. I mean, this is really kind of grimy. I can't get this E-clip off. Am I stupid? All right. So yeah, we're gonna ultrasonic that. I don't know if you can see my fingertips are just kind of oily and gross. Oh, he's picking up his girlfriend. I didn't notice that. Alright, so E-clip's on top, then there's a washer, and then a spring, and then another washer. And that should be it. Nothing on the front side. But there's the target. Grimy, dirty, backside, grimy, dirty. Somebody greased them, didn't need to be done. Not broken. You know, it's got that stupid metal thing there, and we'll try to clean that up. Okay, so we'll pull these other ones off. Yeah, Cleveland. Yeah, what a stupid thing too, right? I regrained the ball guides, which is just going to get wore down by the ball again, right? And here I am complaining about taking apart drop target assemblies that were greased up by somebody long ago. Yep, absolutely worth it. You guys are right. This is why you're here, to motivate me to keep doing the right thing. God, these are just nasty. Hey, thanks, Don't Touch the Door, appreciate it. Yeah, I'm excited to see when it's done. And like I said, I'm gonna fix the sanctum wire. We'll do it right. We'll get it. We'll tear the whole damn thing back down. But the good thing is once we do this, we really shouldn't have to. Besides a general cleaning, right? We'll just have to generally go over it and just make sure that it's cleaned up. And for the most part, we'll be good to go. So, all right. Well, we've gone this far, right? Where is my Phillips screwdriver? I think I threw it back in my bag. Alright, so you can just kind of see the nastiness that's underneath here. You know, like this garbage grease is not supposed to be there. No reason to grease these. So, yeah, boo-boo, if you really do, man, even if you start off with something for a couple $100, that's where I started. A couple $100 machines and just kind of work your way up and start working on them. It's fun. Alright, so we got this all apart, and then I'm just going to pull this black kind of slide off. This just kind of catches it from rubbing on the metal, and we're going to just pull this off too, and I need a smaller one. See, if I had my bag closer, I'd be able to put these back right away. Yeah, the Neverdull. Yeah, I'm gonna use the Mother's stuff. Is that Neverdull? Magnum aluminum polish. I'm gonna try that on that metal there. It should clean it up. Clean. We're gonna throw all this in the ultrasonic though, all of it. Yeah, if you like tinkering, I mean, Cleveland has a point. If you're not, yeah, it can be very disheartening if you have something that doesn't work and you're not able to figure it out. I was never into pinball, and I bought machines that didn't work, or one that didn't work, but I kind of had a template of a working machine next to it. And I've told the story, I'm sure a few of you have heard it, but it was the Meteor in the Galaxy, and the Meteor was just absolutely destroyed. No back glass, and 2 broken glass displays, and digits out on the other part of the display, and you know, I basically tore through that machine and fixed it up. So I broke a target on it the other day, or not the other day, quite a while ago actually, and I need to replace it. I ordered it through this run that I ordered parts for. Yeah, even if you get like an older Bally or Stern for, you know, $600 to $800, or an EM or something, EMs are a little bit more mechanical and different to work on than the solid state stuff, but all kind of the same concept. So, all right, for the most part, we've got everything apart here for the drop target assembly. I'm gonna probably leave this bracket out of the ultrasonic, but I'm gonna lift up this so you guys can see me throwing all the parts in, I guess, and know where I'm at. So I'm just gonna kind of grab a bunch of parts and we'll throw this in. Sure, you look at that. We'll leave this. Oh, all this will go in. Typically when I do this stuff in a tumbler, I inventory, so I'll write down like how many E-clips, or, you know, like how many short E-clips and everything else, just because if I don't, I'll lose them, especially the smaller bits. So we'll hand clean that. Alright, hang on. Putting you on the table. Alright, I see chat blowing up. Be right back. So this is the ultrasonic. And it's like lukewarm right now. It's not really warm. Normally I have a towel down here, but my wife stole it, so now my hands are wet. Damn it. I don't have any paper towel near me. Running water over an electrical cord, smart idea. Man dies by working on a pinball machine. This isn't really a real expensive ultrasonic cleaner. It's one that I got from Harbor Freight. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but it really wasn't that bad. So actually giving a task issue in an EM, I guess the thing keeps clicking and never puts the ball into the plunger like it's supposed to. Huh, yeah, that'll be fun. A lot of times the scorials, if they're like not reset back to 0, you'll hear a clicking sound and it'll never eject the ball. A lot of different things that can be wrong like that. First machine was a taxi, tore apart in the first 2 weeks. It stayed that way for almost 3 years. Ouch, yeah. Hey, I've got a Whirlwind that's kind of not really even apart. It's just sitting there. It's been sitting there for almost 2.5 years probably. I haven't even barely touched it. I thought Movie Machines basically said he'd give me a machine. That'd be cool. Not a big fan of ultrasonic cleaner. Yeah, I like the tumbler for a lot of my stuff, but So just to get this grease, I'm gonna go right to alcohol, just to kind of get rid of this grease and break this down right away. Probably excessive, but whatever. It's what I have right in front of me. I have a bunch of little cuts in my hand, so this feels real good right now. I didn't actually turn the ultrasonic on. I'm waiting for the temperature to increase. I should have turned it on earlier. Brian, I see you. Say hi. So Brian, I was thinking of streaming my Madden game with Matt, and you can watch me destroy him. And that's big Matt, not little Matt. And it'll be on the internet forever, because I'll save it and put it on YouTube. Thanks. Yeah, I'm not sure what the price is on Harbor Freight, but I think it's like maybe under even $100. I mean, it's not expensive at all in comparison to what you see a lot of them at. Yeah, 80 bucks. Yeah, which fits most of my parts. I mean, I do like it. I like it for my star posts. I like it for a lot of plastic parts, especially when I'm doing other things. You know, hand cleaning that stuff is just a pain. Not that sometimes I just buy new star posts anyway. Just depends on the game. But you know, like the red ones here look really, really good. I threw them all in there, and it looks fantastic. And if I was doing red again in the game instead of the purple, I probably would have reused them. To be honest, I mean, they look great. I can just kind of see all the dirt and grime on this thing, so yeah, I'm glad we did it. So yeah, so this whole bracket mostly clean. We've got a few more bits of grease on here, and then we'll start that ultrasonic, get that going. Probably do a pass here in a couple minutes. We're gonna have to run 2. And then we'll try to clean up the drop targets, but $34.95, nice. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen the game recently. I got that one red LED back in. I can fix the way the camera picks up on those LEDs, but looks really, really blue, I guess. Ah, this bracket is gross. Look at that. Yeah, it's going along pretty nice. I like it. It's gonna look really nice once I got brand new plastics for it too as well, so it's gonna look really, really nice once I get all the plastics in there, and it'll tone down some of the brightness of some of those LEDs. Alright, for the most part this is pretty clean. Yeah, the Addams Family, we're not going to mess around. I think with that one I'm going to actually send some of the parts off to be re-zinc plated and stuff too as well, so we'll see how far we actually go with that one. I just got, I don't know if some of you have seen, somebody on Pinside made a bookcase mod, and it just goes over the 2 lights by the bookcase. I just got those in. I'm really, really happy. I picked up a red and a green one because I wasn't sure what color I liked, so. Alright, we're going to go to the ultrasonic quick. Hang on. Oh, really? 30 minutes? Didn't touch it? Alright, it's at least warm to the touch now, or, I mean, feeling warmer, so we'll get that going. Alright, come back down. Alright. This other light board I think was kind of dirty, so I think we're running like the full 5 minutes on that. Might need to make 2 passes, we'll see. Yeah, 30 minutes though, man, is expensive. It's almost shiny now. Clean more. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be really nice once everything's done though. I'm pretty excited. Doop-a-doo. Alright, we'll grab Hey Brian, what's going on? I miss your musk. Yeah, there's grease still on here. We'll use this pick to get around this, because ours will have problems. We'll actually start to stick, so I don't know if you can see that. You can see the grease breaking up around there. These don't get the grease, so yeah. Hey Brian, so yeah, I was Matt was gonna play tonight, and then he mentioned that he had to go to a dinner tonight and then couldn't. So I was just saying earlier, I don't know if you heard me or not, I was going to maybe stream playing him on Madden and destroying him, and then saving it on the internet forever for rubbing his face. So I'm hoping to play him tomorrow, so don't advance yet. I play a Madden League, so which is taking forever because it's already slow. But it's me holding up the team this time, or the league. I'm sorry. I don't know if Dave played though. I know Dave had to play when I looked last. So I don't know if you guys are into Madden on Xbox One, but I might stream that game with this guy that I need to play. Alright. Until he beats you and sitting there to haunt me. Yeah, absolutely, right? Yeah, until I just get absolutely walloped by him. Which will probably happen because I'll be all excited to stream it. And it'll be like, just get owned. The thing is, he hasn't beat me yet, and I've played like 6 or 7 games against him, and he just gets pissed. I think I had him rage quit, basically. Like, he won't even really play in our league anymore, because he thinks he hates his team, and he was all cocky at first, too, because he's like, oh, my team is so good, my team's so good. And they're not. So 4 Super Dreamcast Madden. Whatever game I finished because people would pull the cord. Oh, what? They pull the cord before it's saved? Kind of like what they do now. Yeah, I don't really play on Xbox Live a lot, like against people I don't know, but I have had that happen where I played one and somebody rage quit, like with like a couple minutes left. That is more than frustrating. 2-minute comeback, nice. Yeah, you should give it a shot again. I mean, they're actually pretty fun. You learn more about, I think, football if you play them and stuff too as well, if you're really into it. Alright, so all it is, I just took isopropyl alcohol and grease, and I'm just trying to hit this target. Hey, Brian, you still there? Brian. Look at that. Don't mind that beeping. It's because everything's out of the game, basically. Alright, so I got all the grease off. Looks pretty good now. Yeah, can't find this, can't find that. Why did you turn me on? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's like this drop target's out, this isn't connected, this doesn't work. Yeah, it's almost awesome. Yeah, wait till I get until we get everything on it. I can turn down the color saturation and stuff on the camera and make it look better, but yeah, it looks pretty nice in person. Camera's picked it up a little bit too. I think one lamp is out. Where? You're a liar, sir. Better not be the one I just glued. One lamp. Mongol works. Con works. All these are in. These are over there. Shoot jackpot. Mongol. 4, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That. Mongol, hurry up! What you're making me do, sir. Sorry, hang on. And the ultrasonic just got done. It's going now. Is this guy? There it goes again. Yeah, it does look awesome from the back side of the boards. Blue square in the middle's out too. This looks like a fairly new socket, but it looked like it had a lot of play in it, so I'm just gonna. Threw the bulb way over here now. Alright, that's working now. And then this guy works, this one, that guy works, this guy, this works. I think we're good. Back down. The camera's in the way, sorry! Sorry, I'm kicking everything. punching everything. Did I clean those inserts with Q-tips? Yes, sir, I did. Yes, I did. Alright, I think everything's working now. These, this, that, 3. Yeah, we're good. Look at that. You totally deviated me from what I was doing. Alright. I'm gonna go back over to the ultrasonic quick, grab those parts, and get this thing back together. Yeah, the 535s are more than a pain, yeah. Yeah, follow me or the bot's never gonna shut up. It detects people not in chat, not following me. No, it really doesn't. Alright, so you can tell that really cleaned the drop targets quite a bit. Still a little bit on the back side where the really, really heavy grease was. But for the most part, cleaned it up. The metal can be cleaned up yet, but for the most part, the drop targets are pretty good, I think. We'll just clean that up with a brush quick. Maybe this one probably could be ran again. Look at that. You know, really clean. Alright, we're gonna just run one more and what the hell, does this fit in there? Kinda. Lasso, thanks. Thanks for stopping in, appreciate it. Have a great night, day, wherever you are. Alright, bye. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate it. Hopefully see you soon. Bri actually bought my Shadow. Or not my Shadow, my Judge Dredd. I don't remember what game we're talking about. Have a good night, sir. I made a mess. So I'm just going to clean up the rest of this grease. I mean, there's not a lot left, but there's just like little spots. If we would have ran another pass, it would probably would have came off, but maybe not. We'll see. So the ultrasonic's running for another 480 seconds. I think it was a green lamp in the upper bell. Come on, man. Stop it. It's there. Watch it. 1, 2, 3. 3 locks, sir. Yeah, come on. Stop it. Yeah, you're no like deviating and everything. Hey, the arrow's out now. Come on. We're keeping this off. Stop it. All of you. If I had paper towels, I would throw them at you. That's the flipper. Oh, I ordered new flippers too. Just looking at the... I'll show you. Alright. Hang on. So, I was going to try to clean them up. But they just look kind of like faded white. Hard to tell on the phone, laughing out loud. Right? So, normally I get really good with Novus and can clean these up, but they just kind of look dingy. So, I ordered new Williams logo white, 3 white flipper bats. So, I'm going to put new ones in there. But I'm not going to fix the sanctum wire. So, yeah, pretty excited about that. For those of you who are not following, I kind of do pinball repair. Make sure you click the follow button. Right now we're working on the shadow, just kind of cleaning this drop target assembly for the upper playfield. I've got new brass plated ramps that are going to be coming back here soon. We'll be putting those in. And then we'll be moving over to my Adams family. I got a brand new IPB playfield we'll be putting in. I had extra clear added to it, so it's got a really nice layer of clear. And I'm going to do the entire game on stream. Same thing I've done with this. I haven't really done much outside of the stream. Everything's been done on the stream. So, if you're in a pinball, make sure you click follow. Alright, so these targets are looking pretty good, except for the tops. It's kind of got that same kind of funky corrosion stuff that we've been dealing with, or, kind of that, I always call it corrosion, but not really rust, but just kind of gross. And then the underside, which you can't see because of the light. Do it that way. So we're just going to try to take some metal polish. I don't know if that's the stuff that will do this. Normally I use paper towel, but... Alright, I'm going to go find my paper towel. Be right back. Towel rage. He doesn't actually do it, but he knows. I love the smell of this stuff. I don't know what this is. Should be good for it. I'll sand it down and regrain it. Yeah, it's turning black, so it should be safe for it. CLR? I don't think I have any CLR. Appears to be working. least it's like polishing it more. CNK, I've never done that. I'll have to try that. You can actually see that. You need a buffing wheel. Yeah, I'd be really. You're nervous to get lower than a cord, huh? Yeah, a buffing wheel I'd be scared with this because this is riveted into plastic. I'd be scared I'd let go and break a drop target and be really pissed. Ultrasonic just finished. We're gonna go over and hit start again while I'm doing this. So this is kind of what it looks like now. It's a lot shinier. It's cleaning it up. I mean, it's still got like kind of little, I guess, I don't know how to explain it. Little specks. But for the most part, it's cleaning up. I don't really care with the backside. And there's the underside. I was just hitting that. So this is going to clean it up quite a bit. Gonna get it looks like almost like a hammered kind of look to it, so. Alright, running the ultrasonic again. Almost out of alcohol on this bottle. That sucks. Clean, clean, clean. I just drop off plastic. Shiny. Almost kind of like a mirrored kind of look to it. Much smoother than before too as well, so we'll run with that. Rub, 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 rub. Come on. Can't believe you guys talked me into this. I'm polishing metal on drop targets right now. What a giant time suck. Well, really didn't have anything else better to do, other than, I guess, play pinball, but... I had a package today, but it was just a package of flits, so... Which is great, because I needed it, because I was almost out, but not what I wanted to get. Put me behind schedule. Voof, are you gonna stream afterwards? I will host you, sir. There's that one. Shiny. Yeah, flits for my tumbler. So that's what it looks like before. Just dull and dingy looking. Yeah, Monster Bash is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be wrapping up here in a little bit. Probably just putting this drop chart assembly back together, and then I'll probably wrap up for the night. I'm getting kind of tired, but we'll send everybody over and give you a host. I don't know how long I can stay, but I'll leave my channel hosting yours. I'll definitely stop in for a little bit though. Voof. Yeah, if you guys like, Voof plays a lot of digital pinball. Really good. Posts a lot of high scores. Is consistently in the top on a lot of tables and kind of sticks with them until he does get them. Plays all the tournaments and everything else on there. Really kind of cool to watch. And obviously, if you like pinball and you're trying to learn more about it, he understands the rules and the games and explains what he shoots for to get a high score. So, pretty neat to be able to see them, especially if you don't have your own. So, give him a follow and check him out. We'll host him here in a little bit. We'll give him a raid. He likes kitties. Sadly, he does not have one. Voof, I would probably donate a cat to you. Can we do that? Should we put something up like for that? We could probably get something going on the channel here. Get Crazy Kitty Man a cat. Kitty. Donate a what? Donate a cat. We'll get you a kitty. You don't have room for one? A cat? Come on, man. How much room does it really take? It's going to be on your lap. And you love cats. Kind of a dog person myself, but I've been offered enough times. Dude, I was going to send a cat your way. Alright, so the backside looks like garbage, but there's the top side. Almost kind of a mirrored look to it. Yeah, I'm kind of glad we're doing this because we're going to put LEDs up there that you couldn't see this garbage before, but now you can. I need to go this way so you can actually see it. I'm just going to hit this underside. Ultrasonic should be finishing up here. Yeah, there's 30 seconds left, so we'll get the parts out of there and we should be able to start assembling. So tonight has been literally all about the battlefield tonight. Does that song go? Love is a battlefield. Shadow is a battlefield. God, it looks kind of cool, actually. Look at cats, soon I need to get one. Yeah. Yeah, man, for somebody who loves them, I mean, give one a good home, you know? And you have a cat on the stream. People love cats. Alright, so again, what we're starting with, kind of dull, dingy, gross looking. You're almost there, right? Just need your parts in and you're good to go. Yeah, for the most part, we are pretty much done. We've got a few things to solder yet as far as targets. I'm waiting on the other drop target to come in. The ramps, the assembly of the ramps are going to take a little bit. But for the most part, yeah, it's going to be dropping parts in. Dropping the new polished metal parts and plated metal parts once we get all those back. And I'm waiting on the rubbers right now, the translucent rubbers. I have white. We could have just thrown white in there. I think I have blacks too, but I never have done the translucent rubbers. And I got them from Pinball Life, and I'm kind of excited to try them out. I've seen them on Trons and a couple other games, and I've never seen them on the Shadow. You know, I'm sure somebody has, but I thought it would look cool. We got new purple posts. We got you know, a lot of cool LEDs. It kind of gives it a nice, cool glow look to it. So I thought, why not? So I ordered all translucent rubbers. I'm camera shy, like I'm mic shy, so I'm gonna force myself into it. Yeah, man, just put it on the cat the entire time. It'd be cool. Yeah, to be honest, you know, I didn't know how I would do this either, but you know, I think it's getting better. The big thing is it's hard to. I mean, it's great that you guys are interactive, because if I didn't have a chat that was talking, I wouldn't. I don't know. I'd have nothing to talk about probably. I kind of talk all day for my job, so I kind of get sick of it, but I need this. This is kind of like a stress relief type of thing for me. And it's great because it's, you know, before when I started streaming, I just started playing, and I felt like, well, I really should be doing something else. I kind of felt like, you know, I always had something to do. And this one, doing this type of stream, I at least feel when I'm doing this. It was awesome. Yeah, I do talk to myself too, because I was reading stuff and I'm like, oh, I guess if I'm ever going to build an audience, I guess I need to talk. So if people are going to stop by, I'm just going to be talking to myself. That's funny. Thanks, Woof. But yeah, when I started playing, it was, you know, I just feel like I was accomplishing anything, and that's why I really, really like this stream, because it feels like I'm getting something done, right? You know, and getting something done with you guys, and hopefully teaching some people about pinball. I mean, there's plenty of streams of people playing, but what better than to see games being taken apart and hopefully inspiring somebody to do the same and get into pinball and be able to work on their own games. I mean, you know, Stash Kid has said is that, you know, he doesn't really work on his games. You know, hopefully it inspires him to grab a little bit of a project game eventually in the future, you know, chip away at something and not, you know, have to call a repair guy or wait for his dad to fix it, you know? Just that kind of stuff. And, you know, and when I go into the Shadow, there's going to be stuff that I haven't even done before. I mean, a lot of this I've done on this game, but when I go to the Shadow, or excuse me, the Addams Family, I've never done a lot of the stuff that we're going to be doing. I thought it was amazing. I grew up without having a mic. Just kind of being, oh wow, he's good. Yeah, I know. Should have seen him play this game. That's funny. Jim Johnny P, inspired to build what? Need to get a router. A stream? Or something out of wood, like a wood router. Alright. So here's that. Kind of, I'm always trying to figure out where the camera is. I'll get good at it one day. But yeah, a lot shinier, and the underside, probably need to hit this a little bit longer. There's a few scuffs, but for the most part, yeah, wood router, not an hour router. Yeah. Yeah, buying a very shop game is worth it. Absolutely. There's a lot of time that goes into this, and especially when it's done right. And a lot of people will just say the game's shopped, and all they did is put some rubbers on it and put some lights in it. But did they really clean under everything? And did they do this type of stuff? And again, we didn't do everything on the underside, but having a full teardown. I mean, we took literally almost every single post off the top end of this playfield. We did a lot. To this, where a lot of people may have just been, I'm not going to clean this drop target assembly, or I'm not going to do this, or that's a lot of work, and I'm not going to, tumble these parts, and that looks better, just a few more seconds on it. Kind of hard to see. I know the glare is getting into it, but looks a lot better. Alright, so let's check these over and make sure that I'm happy with all these. I think they all look relatively the same, and that will be key. And this towel has seen better days. Let's get a different one. Actually, let's hang on to this one until we're done, and then we'll... Good. Good. Alright, that one's good. And we'll get this one cleaned up. Ooh, this one did not look as good. Alright, so let's hit that one again. So we're just cleaning the drop targets real quick before we start assembling this this bank again. It should be good. Woof woof, your laptop died. Oh no! Glad you're back. Thanks for coming back. Did that for the insects. Only folks will ever see it, right? Yeah. Yeah, no one's ever going to look under here. I mean, this is kind of dumb, I guess, but whatever. I'm going to know it's there, and it'll drive me bonkers. That's kind of the hesitation of not doing anything with that sanctumware, is that I know it's going to be there, and I'm going to be, you can see it, and it's going to probably drive me bonkers. So, for those of you just dropping in, we are shopping the shadow. We've done everything on stream, and we are just cleaning these drop targets out. We're going to put the assembly back together here. It was a greased up mess. This is for the battlefield area. That's kind of what we've concentrated on this evening. We put LEDs in the battlefield. We have LEDs in the game. I threw a paper towel at the playfield behind me, and drop targets are good. We cleaned up all the metal parts on there. We're going to drop that down. We've got a mess. So I'm going to go over to the ultrasonic cleaner quick, which is way over that way. If it wasn't hot before, it is hot now. And dirty. Her. Install playfield camera so you can look at it whenever you feel the need, right? Alright, so we're going to put those drop targets kind of over there. Let me get you this. Funny we have a lot in common. Yeah, man, I think I have a lot in common with all of you. This is awesome. I love doing this. It's a lot of fun. Fun sharing this stuff. I'm going to have to try that CLR stuff. Wow, this metal is hot. Wow! Really hot. Like, I don't want to touch it. Hot. So we just ran this in the ultrasonic cleaner again. This is just a 50-50 mix of simple green and water. There's a plastic tray here I'm lifting up. Most of the parts will be on here, the bigger parts. Even this is hot. You can see how clean those springs came out. There's gonna be a lot of those little E-clips that are gonna be, that fell to the bottom. I don't know what I did with my magnetic. Oh, there it is. You know, as the bot said, if you guys aren't already following, you guys are into pinball, make sure you click the follow button. We will be digging into this here. Alright, so obviously when the ultrasonic cleaner looks like this, I mean, it had some dirt and grime and as see, it's not, I can't see any of the parts. So with this, typically I take a you know, just a magnetic tool and we'll pull all these parts out. I don't know how dirty this is. I'm just gonna kind of clean off the thing here quick. Yeah, the funny thing is, GM Giant P is I have a an RDP to this computer sometimes, and I can turn the cameras on. So, like a lot of times, I'll have like this camera pointing like this way, so I can see if you know my wife's coming down here or whatever else, and messing with stuff. And not that she ever does. But it's funny. The one day I had her come downstairs, turn the computer on, I turn the cameras on. I'm like, hey, you look hot today. Kind of funny. She's like, oh my god, can you see me? But yeah, the I remote in sometimes and I can look at the playfield. All right, pulling E-clips and little mini screws out. Again, I can't see anything. We can dump this and strain it and everything else. But the thing is, I'm trying to be careful with this magnetic tool not to scrape the bottom to, I guess, scrape it all up. So we're just pulling E-clips up right now, mini and large ones. Another one. I do the same thing in a tumbler a lot of times. The problem with the tumbler is it's a fairly larger, great. It's a fairly large unit, and with a tumbler, obviously I use walnut shells, and it's very hard to find parts, and you don't always know what parts you have in there. So a lot of times I'll inventory the parts, and I'll just write down like 20 washers, 20 E-clips, or whatever else. I just do kind of a quick inventory. If I'm doing a lot of parts, like this is kind of smaller stuff like this, if I'm doing a lot of parts, then I typically don't inventory and I just dump everything in there and I just dump the entire tumbler out into like a sift basin type thing, and then I sift through the parts and all the walnut shells fall back down. Alright, there's a screw. I think this is about it. I can't imagine there being much more in here. Oh, there's one. Just heard it. Yeah, home security done right. Mine the important stuff. The wife and my pinball machines. With my streaming cameras. How nerdy is that? Truth is, in my lunch break, I'll like log back into this computer and then I'll start working on stream stuff or setting stuff up kind of ahead of time and want to get something accomplished. And all right, sorry for the backs of the theater seats. Hold on, I'll run this back over there. Actually, we're done with that for tonight. That's trash. It's light. Alright, so we're going to drop some this gross Nova's towel previously that we did not bleach out, and just start throwing some of the parts on here. We're going to assemble the drop target portion, probably without the coil. I'll keep the drop target out until I wax the play field and get it all cleaned up. So, take that plastic thing out. We're just going to try to dry some of this off before we... Alright, for the most part, that should be good. Is the white really bright? Come on, stay 3. Minus 3. This thing sucks. Come on. There. Is that better? Where'd my chair go? Back here. Alright, so we got this bracket. Let me grab another towel. Going through towels like crazy tonight. Alright, so we're just going to dry this bracket off. So ultrasonic cleaned, went through the bracket. Looks a lot better. I mean, it was already clean pretty much for the when we went over it, but this is just kind of, we really cleaned it and got any of the loose bits off. The most important part about this bracket is, you know, this assembly here. So first things first, we need to get this plastic piece back on. A lot of times these are cracked or broken. You can buy these, so you just want to be careful. It is very thin, and this is just stopping the targets from rubbing on this and kind of gives them a nice little ramp, so to speak. So we're just going to kind of... Really? Alright, we'll deal with that later. Big screws. Washer, 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 washer. Clip. 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 Washer. Spring. 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 Clip. Problem with like tumbling and all this stuff, parts just get lodged and everywhere. Lock nuts. Okay, we want all these small screws. Where's 4? 5. Sweet, got them. Washer. Alright. Alright, Boo Boo, thanks for stopping in. I'll give you a host when I'm finished up here. Probably won't be too much longer. Thanks again for hanging out and talking. Appreciate it. Good luck tonight. Alright, so not like trying to over tighten these or anything, just kind of doing a like finger tight, and we're just dropping these screws in quick for this drop target. Assembly. Alright, we're going to finish this last screw. Hey, JP3, or III, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Do a lot of pinball repair, stream pinball from time to time, playing it, but we've been focused on repair for quite a while here. We are shopping the Shadow entirely on stream. Really nothing done outside of stream besides shipping off parts to get plated. When we have brass ramps coming in, for the Shadow, sent those off. Pretty excited to get those back. Should be back here next week or 2, hopefully. Alright, so now we're just going to drop these drop targets back in. I just took apart an Addams Family too as well. So, Addams Family, I've got a brand new IPB playfield that we're putting in the game. And doing that entirely on stream. And we completely dismantled it. I do have some VODs, and I think a couple of them might have just dropped, but I'm backing everything up to YouTube. However, I did have a few issues with YouTube. Unfortunately, because I have normally music playing in the background, and it starts to not like me. So we'll see. That's why I don't have music playing tonight, just because it's an editing nightmare. But thanks for stopping in. Alright, so on the drop targets, we've got the drop target bank here, and we did kind of polish the tops. So if you're looking at the backs and saying, God, this guy doesn't know what he's doing, we polished the tops of them to make them shiny. You can kind of see the light from the camera. Yay. As much as we could, and the undersides. You're not going to see this back. This is going to be completely to the back, so looks like crap back here, but I don't care. Johnny Mnemonic. Wish I knew about this first. Might have done a better job. Yeah, absolutely, right? Oops, kicking stuff. Yeah, I've saved everything for the Shadow, though. Everything's still on Twitch from a VOD. I think we're on week 9 right now. I'm kind of taking my time doing stuff, and we've been waiting on parts. So, all right. So then we had springs on all these. So we had washers and then springs. And then we had washers again. Hey, Dragon240, thanks for the follow. Thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate it. Yeah, well, to the metal, what I use is this Magnum aluminum polish. It's made by Mothers. I really, really like this. We literally just did it. And then my playfield wax and stuff there is below. So, yeah, brand new IPB playfield though for Adam's family. I just had extra clear added to it, so I'm pretty excited. All right, before we go too crazy with this, I'm gonna start locking these down because I always want to have springs flying everywhere. So there's 2 little lock portions on this. See, look at, see what I'm doing already. All right. So the first one is for the drop target itself, and again, these don't need to be greased, so. Spring, washer, E-clip. Let's get closer so you can see. Oh, we need a washer. Where'd my washer go? And this is pretty much every Williams drop target assembly. So if you have a drop target assembly in your game that needs to be cleaned up, this is exactly how my Judge Dredd was when I did that. Not on stream. But thanks again for the follows, guys. Really appreciate it. So hopefully you're looking forward to this. This is going to look fantastic when it's done. Like I said, I sent off the ramps, the ball guides, or not the ball guides, the wire forms, and I sent off the God, this clip won't go in. The diverters, and I sent off my gun that's on the front for the shooter, all to be brass plated. The gun is going to be black nickel plated, and pretty excited to get all those parts back. Will be really cool. Just to kind of show you on here, we put LEDs all in the game. Guys have been teasing me that LEDs were burnt out. It looks kind of weird on camera just because of the balance issues and things like that with the colors, but trust me, it looks great in person. We did a lot of color matching, and then we're going to put new plastics in. I got brand new plastics for this game, so. All right, gonna put these E-clips on towards the bottom. Yeah, early solid state like Flash, not so easy, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not going to be real excited. Like I said, I broke a target in my Meteor, and it's in the Meteor bank, so the big bank in the back. I'm going to have to pull that whole assembly down and fix that. I was hoping the parts would be here by this weekend, but I don't think they're going to be. Yeah, not looking forward to replacing that target. not going to be fun. Alright, one more on this. Alright, so we're going to have to... finish that. We need the springs. So then the springs just attach to the metal here and then up to the targets. And I always try to grab these with a set of pliers and then also hang on to the spring with my thumb or something, because I've done this all too often and the springs go flying. Alright, so this one has the spring on it. Ball was going to hit that. Look at how much cleaner that looks. And look on the top too. I'm really glad we decided to do these. So let's get the rest of these springs in. Thanks, guys. So is it JP3? Is that right? Or I or how do I say your name? How many games do you have? Obviously a Johnny Mnemonic, or you shopped it for somebody. What other games do you have? Whoa, almost sent that one flying. Six, nice. So JP3, right? That's the man, because I think I said it like both ways. What games? Alright, all the springs on. So when this goes up, click, click, click. Well, obviously LV1, and then look at that. Perfect. Totally spot on, my friends. All right. CK, I'm not sure if there are decals for these drops, or they're supposed to be. I don't think so. I think they were all just yellow. I'll have to look at the pictures and see if there are any. You know, all the other targets are yellow? I don't think so. Kingpin, Miss OT3, Robocop. Nice, dude, Robocop. One of the guys I know has one of those, and that game is kind of underrated and really fun, and it is fast. It kicks my butt. T3, I had a chance at picking up one. I had the Chrome package, and I probably should have, because it was relatively cheap. Yep, nope, no decals. Cool. Alright, so here's the opto board. Again, the little fishtail fin, shark fins. Obviously break the opto, so we're just going to go ahead and kind of clean this up real quick. Again, this board was relatively clean, but... yeah, JP3, we actually took apart almost everything on the top end of this playfield, and then with the top end, we took apart all the ball guides off, and we regrained all the ball guides. So we kind of went a little crazy on this one, but it's been fun. And we started by taking apart the Addams family, and I literally took every single piece out of the cabinet, the entire cabinet, emptied out. I actually have it in the back of my truck right now. I'm going to bring it up to a shop, and we're going to have a new cabinet measured, and I'm going to have a new cabinet made for it. Yeah, this T3 was in a pretty good shape, and like I said, it had the entire chrome package, and it was I don't know, pretty good. It's kind of a fun game, and I didn't really have a fan layout game, so that would have been kind of fun to have. Kind of underrated. I mean, it's fun, and for the price I think he was asking, it was under $2,000. So, you know, I think it would have been relatively okay. So, Yeah, this playfield, this is all the original clear. We did wax it and clean it up. Novus, we got rid of all the ball trails for the most part. Like I said, regrained all the ball guides on the metal, tumbled everything for the most part. We put in purple star posts, LEDs. We're kind of waiting for the ramps to come back in, and I went and got translucent rubbers. And it's the first game that I'm going to try the translucence on. I've seen it done and I've liked it. But we put purple star posts in and then kind of the purple lights down below, so I thought it would look really, really cool, especially in the sling area with translucent rubber. So I was really excited about it, and I kind of dragged my feet, and then I finally yeah, I'm gonna pull the trigger on it. And so I ordered them, and unfortunately just a touch too late, so I thought they'd be in today. They are not. I actually just got ship notification today, so I'm disappointed. So we'll get to that next week probably, and we'll see. So. Alright, for the most part, this board is good. So we'll just put this back in. I do not have LED, the OCD board in here yet. You know, I might, we'll see. So far, with the dimming feature off, everything looks pretty good. Did these washers go here? I don't think they did. I don't think, what the hell went there? I can't remember. Pretty sure it was just these here. C&K, were you paying attention when I took this apart? What the hell did I do with these washers? Yeah, they grab the light, and it makes the rubbers kind of glow. So I'm really excited to try them out. I could have just done white standards. We could have made a lot of progress tonight, but and like I said, I got new plastics, new plastic protectors. The only thing I haven't done yet is really the sanctumware. We're going to come back to this. So you've done it to all your machines. Wow. You know, I'll have to look into that. I have not yet. I did do. I'm almost positive. I did the ROM mod for this, so the ROM is modded for the LED, which stops the flickering. I'm almost positive. We'll double check it. What the hell are these two washers for? You remember C&K? I don't. That goes like this. It wasn't for any of this, was it? I don't remember it being on any of this stuff. Yeah, JP, if you're interested, shoot me a message. I'd need an email, but you can PM me and I can help you with it. It's only for Bally Williams games. No clue. God, I don't know what the hell these washers are for. I'm almost positive they were not for this or this. Seriously. Normally I have a better recollection than that. Were they for the other side? I'm such a noob. Is my VOD out there yet? Wow, that's all highlights. It's me talking, past broadcasts. Nope. Alright, I'll have to look back in the VOD because I don't know what the hell I did. The magnet mods? What are the magnet mods? I don't think I know the magnet mods. I have a Q-tip behind my ear, like I normally do with my pencil. That was weird. Yeah, I'm wondering if that washer went under here to, well, no. I don't know, dude. I'm actually going to leave this out. I'm not going to put this back in the battlefield because I don't want to wax the battlefield area and get that cleaned up, so. Check the shadow one. Alright, cool, I'll do it. I see your link, I'll look at it. Round 112 in your VOD is when you remove the washers. Man, you're the man! Alright. Let's take a look at this quick. Man, you just saved the day. Do you know where they went, man? Thanks for hanging out, by the way. Alright, 112. I've had that sitting out for a while. Normally I put hot. And then the pins are directly behind me. Yeah. I just kind of like working out here. Normally this is because I have the TV out here and I got my old CRT. And then the pins are directly behind me. This quick. I just kind of like work. I actually need to go through it, and I need to do the connector. The power cords are really flaky. I see two big washers control on it. So right away. Woof, what's going on? They're on the thing. As soon as I move those that last stream, and I haven't used it since. So I see them on the table. Alright, I see where they go. Alright, got that back in. Alright, so I turned the heater on. So the problem is I've had that sitting out for a while. Mad, you are the man. Thank you so much for pointing me in the right direction. I appreciate it. Look at that. On the fly, helping, comes back from lurk status to save the day. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you very much. They go right here. Thank you. Because otherwise I would have left that and been like, ah, whatever, I'll do it some other time. It's like when you take a car apart, I don't know if you've ever done that, and have a bunch of parts left over, you're like, oh no, where'd this go? CNK, you let me down. Alright, sweet. Score. That's where the washers went. Mad pointed me in the right direction. Got me the rough time, I found it, and then he tells me the exact time. You're the best. Ever. Alright. So, drop target assembly looking really good. I'm kind of happy with the way this turned out. Thank you for pushing me to do it. Let's just kind of clean this bracket up. This looks good. Yeah, it's like IKEA crap, one part left over, yeah, absolutely, and then you don't know if they're extra parts. Alright, so there's that, coil stop, good. Coil's good, we need a new coil sleeve. Well, let's grab that quick. let's clean up this battlefield a little bit too. And I was debating just cutting it off here, but I think we're just gonna finish this out and clean this up. That way it's done. Why not finish it right? Right? You're all here. Alright, I'm probably gonna need, I don't think there's a lot there. That was my wax. My desktop has turned into a pit. Alright, grabbing another new towel. Like I said, normally I take like a vacuum and kind of vacuum off all the dust. I think we've done it already. Finish it, right? Yeah, absolutely. Don't touch the door. Thanks, man. Yeah, I know. That's the worst. You have all those extra parts and stuff, and I worked on like a '79 Camaro and a Toyota Supra and all sorts of stuff, and I'd have stuff left over and then have to dig through it and be like, oh, this is where it went. And yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, obviously it's there for a reason. You know, how silly. Alright, for the most part, I don't even think we'll need Novus. We'll just kind of clean this up. I swear I'll get better at moving these cameras more often. Gotten better than when I first started. That was a pain. Alright, so for the most part, pretty good. I actually got that part cleaned up too. There's like a little fall off metal piece. It's like a funky, like clear coat dot there. Yeah, we just put LEDs in the strips, so the insert LEDs are there; they're ready to go. So we got that, and then for the lighting, that was my complaint. That's kind of, if you remember when we finished Addams Family, that's why I started on this game, is because it was unplayable because I play in low light conditions, and I really hated how this game looked. And remember, I was just going to go in and LED this, and then turn it into this, which I'm glad we did. So yeah, I'm going to add some LED strips to the top, and then maybe spots. I guess it just depends on how the strips go. I'm just doing a little bit of Novus just because there was like a funky swirl right here. Kind of hard to see on the camera, but it was driving me bonkers, so... So yeah, the thought process is to light up the battlefield more, because I do like playing in low light conditions. That was always my complaint when I played this game, is that I would get it up there and I felt like I could never know or see where the ball was. And I soldered the opto for this, and I'm just going to hit this area really good. This is where those drop targets fall. Just to kind of get rid of some of this. Again, we're going to really focus the wax there more than anything. Again, this is kind of a quick jump. Normally I don't go straight to this, but we will this time. Twist to 22, what is going on? Been a while, how are you doing? Turned into a random fix night. I'm waiting on parts. Ordered translucent rubbers and haven't got them in yet. We got for that brick target, I took that apart, and there's like that funky bracket, and it's got like some wear to it. And so I'm just gonna replace the metal parts. I'm waiting for that from Marco, and neither of my parts came. Thought they'd be in today. They weren't. I waited too long to order them. So, alright, for the most part, looks pretty good. You can see the shine with the light going through. So we're gonna hit wax right away. Yeah, absolutely. Welcome back. So I just used the gold class Carnauba. Yeah, I almost streamed this weekend, but I was trying to get a lot of stuff done and moving the cameras around. It just would have been too much. I ended up waxing kind of main. I put way too much wax on, geez. There. Oh yeah, on a target face. Geez, look at this noob doing this. Glad we waited to clean the targets until I was done doing this. Must have had a lot left over. Didn't even need to dip it in. Anyway, I waxed like 4 or 5 games. Just did like kind of like the main playfield areas. I've got my son's birthday party. I get my cousin and my brother and stuff over here, and we'll kind of play everything down here. So I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna wax a bunch of stuff and get it all ready. I got a new target for that guy too. Bumper. Alright, so that's wax. Put way too much on, but whatever. When the most of it's dry. We have a new plastic for the front of that, so that'll be replaced. For the most part, looking pretty good. So while this is waiting, let's flip this over. And let's get this back in. Oh, cool. You playing fishtails? Didn't even notice you're streaming. One night I'll have to catch you so I can host you. How was it? I need to work on my fishtails. I can't wait for the CPRs to be released. Ugh. Where is my nut driver? Was the lamp board first? I didn't think so. Because that's going to need to go. You're crazy, man. You're crazy. I need that coil sleeve. Let's do that. Where are my coil sleeves? Definitely a frustrating fishtails game. Yeah, fishtails kicks my ass. That game, I tell you. Feels so backwards. I'm not gonna be able to put this on while I sit here. What am I doing? C&K, what are you doing? Here, I thought I could take a shortcut. I can't take a shortcut like that. God damn it, C&K. like that. It was like this. I swear I've done this before. You see me struggling with this? This is awesome. This bracket flips over. What am I doing? God damn it, you guys. I'm getting tired. What did I drop? A screw. Should have ended the stream. I'm tie-tie. Alright, let's get one of these in here. Putting it back together is always the hardest part, right? There's just not a lot of room to put this together. Really? Fear, what's going on? I'm struggling. Tell you what, it's a lot cleaner though, that's for sure. The struggle is real. Alright, where did that lock not go? For reals? What the hell? There it is. The struggle is definitely real. I'm so struggling right now. I immediately regret this. God, I almost had those through the drop targets. That would have been bad. Yeah, right? Normally you're doing this upside down in the game. Can you imagine an operator doing this? Kids waiting, being like, when's this gonna be ready? I want to play it. Shut up, kids. Go away. You see I'm working here? Alright. Hey! Matt, thanks for the follow! Thanks for the help! Thanks for watching me struggle. Kinda off camera. Yeah, I know, this is when I start to mess stuff up, so we're gonna get this back together and call our quits. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna hit these screws. One of these had that plastic thing on there. I don't know where the hell that went. Was this coil like this? Kind of scares me. Double chrome and triple brass. The nuts right there. Yeah, I couldn't see it at all. It was awesome. I'm gonna have to check that because I don't remember this coil being this close. My fear is that these lights, if these hit, that's gonna short and cause all sorts of shitty issues. Look at that. It clears if they're down all the way, but I wonder if this was up the other way. I wouldn't think so, but... maybe the coil was flipped over. 104, here we go again. Mad, you the man, thank you. Was it flipped over? God, such a noob. This is twice in one night. Hey, come here and watch me mess this stuff up. Please click the follow button, I'm awesome. Yeah, it was over. It was on the other side. Damn it. Yeah, absolutely. Didn't have like a quick disconnect on it or anything even remotely nearby. Son of a beep, 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 beep. Can't wait to back this up on YouTube and get the comments. What an idiot. You just did this. Doesn't remember? Yeah, when I was looking at it, Mad, there was like a little catch, and I was kind of wondering, because this is really spinny in here. See that? Not hard to see on camera, because it's like a weird angle. But it really moves. And there's, I see a little catch there, so yeah, we gotta, I'll pull it, but we'll just do over. I couldn't imagine if it was in the game right now. I'd be so pissed. And ladies and gentlemen, this is how you break drop targets too, by the way, by doing this like I am. When this metal bracket is flying around the inside and you catch the target and break it on the other side. Mistakes were made. Did you hear two voices earlier? No, it's probably me just throwing my voice. No, wife hasn't been down here at all tonight. No appearance from her. Okay, I'm gonna do some funky angles here to get this. I don't remember what the hell I did. Did I say it was late and I'm tired? Because if I didn't, I meant to say it. Because what did I do with my nuts? Oh, nuts. Hello? Probably just tired then. Yeah, I'm losing my mind. I thought I just put them here. What is going on? Why am I losing my mind? Did I knock him off the table? Maybe there's somebody here stealing these nuts because I don't know what I just do with them. Oh, I put them in the sun. Duh. Durr. I am definitely going to bed after I get this together because I am falling apart All at once. Alright, we got the lock nuts now. Yeah, at least cut it now instead of later. Yeah, you know what? If I wouldn't have caught that, you know how big of a problem that would have made too? And that's why it's better to check that stuff than just shotgun it. Because if I wouldn't have stopped and said, oh, these lights, I don't remember it being like this, eventually, at some point, probably the most inopportune time when I had this in a tournament or brought it somewhere, or I gave it to a friend to borrow for a while, that coil would have touched those lights. It would have blown out all my controlled lamps. Alright, so just making sure this bracket. And this makes way more sense if you look at it from this perspective. Before, the coil right here where these wires would have been down here touching these two lights, which is controlled and would have blown out that entire area, which would have sucked. So don't be like me. Don't be like Pauly V. Alright, so we're just putting these screws back in. Alright, push these lights back down. So tonight we did rewire the opto. I broke a wire at some point. Now we're just going to put the light boards back in. We clean these and put LEDs on. It only really matters what side we put these on. Inside like this, right? Sorry, I'm probably not getting the best angle. Oh man, I would have been. I would have been absolutely, and you know what would have happened? That would have happened on stream, and I would have been pissed, and it probably would have been right after I got everything all done, and we would have been chasing it and trying to figure out what the hell happened. Oh my, can you just imagine? So Mad, thank you so much for giving me the time to quickly get back to that one. You are awesome. Hopefully you'll be here for the Addams Family, because I'm going to need you. I had to do some editing, because like I said, I was having music play in the background, and there's one that I backed up to YouTube that I can't even view. It's like locked out, because some song randomly was playing on the radio that apparently is locked out and blocked everywhere. So now I have to pull the audio out and fix it. Alright, so lamp board's back in, connected. Left the original flasher. I'm just not, I'm really hesitant with LED flashers. We have that plastic to put in here. I'll put that in here in a little bit. And we got that all set. So, wax. I'll probably leave for a little bit, and let's just clean these target faces off. No, I'm serious. With the Addams Family, the worst part was when I was disassembling the cabinet, I took pictures of everything. And I mean, thank God I have the stream to back me up. And my work, my company IT, makes us change our passcodes on our phones. Like my cell phone's a company phone, and they make you change the passcode, right? And it's like every, I don't know, 90 days. So I changed my passcode, and I was doing something else when I was changing my passcode. And to show you how much of an idiot I am, I really didn't sync my phone. I have an iPhone. I didn't sync it for a while, and certainly not backing up any of my photos. And I don't have iCloud on for photos for whatever reason, and didn't have Dropbox or Amazon or any of that stuff running backup of my photos. So I lost everything because what happened was they forced the change for the IT on my phone. I typed in the password in a hurry, and worked fine for like, I don't know, probably a good 20 to 30 days. And I restarted my phone for some ungodly known reason, because I was just using the thumbprint to unlock it. And it said, when you first turn on your iPhone, it says, please enter a passcode. And so I was entering the passcode, and then it locked me out for like 5 minutes. Well, they have it defaulted, and you can't change it, to essentially erase your phone after 10 attempts. So after like attempt 2 or 3 and it locking me out for a couple minutes, I'm like, okay, well, I really need to keep track of what I'm typing in here, because I don't remember what the hell my passcode is, and I thought I knew what it was. And it's like a 6-digit combination, so I'm like, crap. So I grabbed a pen and paper and I started doing it. Well, then it locked me out for an hour, and then it locked me out for 2 hours, and then it locked me out. I was actually doing it while I streamed, trying to get back on my phone, so I went over to do it, and then all of a sudden it just went to the Apple screen and started erasing. I'm like, oh, what? And so I lost all my pictures. A very long story long. I lost all my pictures I took for Adam's Family when I was snapping photos, and you can see it on the stream. I'm taking pictures of wiring harness location and some screws and just random bits in the cabinet where everything went, and lost it all, which is more than not awesome. We're gonna have to really attack these faces better. But kind of quickly cleaned up. I'm gonna let this wax. It's not even remotely close to being pulled off. I'm just gonna let that sit on there for a while. We'll probably pull it off before next stream. I've got the brackets for the optos to go back in. I think actually come back here, so we'll put those in. So yeah, Matt, it's more than painful. It's gonna really suck. And I had pictures of the kids and stuff like that. And I don't think I backed it up since like Halloween. I think it was September or October, so I missed like Halloween photos. I missed a ton of stuff. Some of my Christmas stuff. Granted, we had other cameras, and I sent some pictures to my wife through email and stuff, so we had a lot of it, and I use a better camera than just my iPhone, but definitely had some random pictures and stuff like that, so just the worst feeling ever. And, not knowing what you're missing is terrible, but then knowing like you're in the middle of a project like this, and took pictures, and I took pictures of this too. And especially the Addams Family, when I tore apart every single item on the cabinet. I'm talking Transformer. I mean, obviously some of it's going to be easy to find, but some of it, it's going to be like, where'd this go? So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. A lot of it's documented, obviously, from the wiring harness. I'm not too worried about that. And I was just trying to get, some of the locations for where they put their tie loops and everything else, and their hold downs, and just kind of having a general idea of how I was going to assemble the new cabinet when I get it back. We got new decals and the whole 9 yards, so it is what it is. We got the stream, though, to back it up, so that's good. It's just so much easier to go through pictures than it is, VODs, but you're good at it, so thanks. Yeah, grounding braid. I was taking pictures of grounding braid, just how that went, but I have a general idea. And there's other pictures on the internet, and I mean, Addams Family, if you're going to tear apart one game and not have it documented, Addams Family is the one to do, I guess, right? So, all right, well, I'm more than exhausted here. Obviously, almost botched the installation back for the drop targets, but look a lot better than what it did before. And the wax is going to sit on there. I do have a new, I guess, plastic rubber. This is like a hard plastic almost, but I have a new one that we'll put on here. You might be able to clean this up. Maybe we'll save this for a spare, but I do have a brand new one. So anyway, thanks for everybody for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Sorry it was a little, what are we gonna do tonight? Because it was kind of an impromptu thing and I was later than normal. So really appreciate you all for sticking around and hanging out and you know, kind of working on one of the last sections that we need to kind of clean up and put back together. So I'm just gonna probably off stream, I'm just gonna hit these targets faces a little bit harder and get these cleaned up. I'll probably pull the wax off, but that'll be all I'll do off of stream. You know, this weekend I'm tied up, so I probably won't be on at all. So yeah, thanks C&K, thanks especially for being kind of an impromptu thing. So and running late, so it was kind of, I literally started the stream and had no idea what I was going to start, and that's kind of why the title says what it does. So thanks again, everybody. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the new files. Thanks, Mad, for giving me the direction so quickly. Really appreciate it. Twista, good to see you again. Glad you're back home. Stash Kid for you know, obviously giving the host. Really appreciate it. Thanks for bringing everybody over after your stream. Make sure if you're not already following Stash Kid too as well. We kind of do Wednesdays and tag team it. And just one thing, I'm looking at expanding out some of my streaming hours as well. We're gonna stick to Wednesdays. I'm definitely gonna do maintenance on Wednesdays. Probably do one more maintenance stream per week. I'm trying to get myself to 3 days per week. So we'll see if that works. But especially once these ramps come back, I'm gonna want to fly through it and get it back together. You know, we're sitting on what, 8 or 9 weeks now at this point with this game, or 9 streams I should say, not necessarily weeks, but I think it's almost 8 weeks. Just kind of waiting on random parts, and obviously the brass plating is going to take a little bit, but trying to eventually move it to 3 streams a week and just see how it goes, especially now that football's over. So kind of opens up some days, you know, Mondays and Thursdays and Sundays aren't as much of a concern. So I'll try to figure out what days work. If you have suggestions, obviously I'm trying to overlap a bunch of other pinball streamers as well. So we'll see what works. But that's kind of the plan. So thanks again for everybody stopping in and hanging out. Really appreciate it. Was a lot of fun. I'm glad we got this mostly knocked out. I mean, this is besides a few bits to get added onto this. I mean, this can be almost dropped in and it's ready to go. So thanks again, guys. Really appreciate it. Hang out for a minute. We are going to just see who's on. Let's give somebody a raid while you're all here. I'll be up for a couple more minutes, kind of hanging out with you guys. So let's just see if Voof Voof is on. I told him that we would give him a host here. Yeah, let's give Voof Voof the host here. So just give me a second. Make sure you guys click on there and say raid from Paulie B. Thanks again, everybody. Appreciate it. Have a good night.